Sports betting. You guys know there's been cheating for a long time. And if any of the news that's come out in the recent week, it's a surprise to you, well, you gotta go outside. And this is the thing I gotta tell you. It's not gonna stop. There's way too much money that's involved in sports betting. And there's too much money for people not to have a little penny inch. Now, listen, the reality is everyone cheats. And the ones who get away with it is just rumors. So for today's episode, we're just gonna talk about I wouldn't say anything and everything, but kind of like the main points. We're not gonna get into it because, well, it's not gonna stop. And it's just a hot topic right now. And that's why the reality is we're kind of wasting our time. But my question is for the guys who got caught. If 2 people can't keep a secret, what makes you think 30 people would? Right? Cheers. Let's get into it.
God have mercy upon us.
All right, welcome back to another amazing episode, Free Game, The Dialogue. So today we're gonna talk about sports betting, the ups and downs and the evils between. So recently, you guys have seen what's going on in the media. But can I get everyone's thoughts on that, please, before we get into it?
You mean the scandal?
Yeah, the scandal.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I feel like everyone's kind of known that sports have had, like their fair share of corruption, right? And the players being involved is not a surprise to me at all. Like I was actually watching a podcast a little while ago, not even a podcast, an interview. Some old mafia guy was talking about how he had to a lot of athletes are actually the reason, like he used to have issues with athletes and he would constantly have to go up with them because they'd rack up these huge gambling debts and then the literal of the casino sends the mafia after them to shake them down, and then they'll be like, well, they don't have the money. No, seriously, they don't have the money to pay them back. So what happens is they start fixing the games in order to pay back the casinos. Yeah, so this next couple games, like throw a couple interceptions or turn over the ball a couple times, and then they get their money back and hands are washed.
It's funny you say that because the mafia got caught up recently too. Portland Trailblazers and that.
No, that's the mafia is. I mean, they're always involved in stuff like this.
They're always involved, but they're getting more involved now, or at least more obviously. I don't know if it's because everyone has access to tech and we can see it happening.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more. Italy has a lot of it. Argentina, it's a long time with the cartels.
But I don't know. I think that a lot of this, and this is just me speculating, but the timing of it all, it's just, especially Kash Patel being the one who sort of made the announcement on the, that bozo. Listen, and I had faith in him. But for me, but I'm serious, bro. For me, it's like
he came out strong, right? It's like, I'll do the right thing, and then, like you said, right?
He's distracting from, bro. We're to five.
Yeah, hold on. Do you guys? Hold on. That was my last question. Do you guys think that this is like distract people from the Jeffrey Epstein files?
Yeah, bro. I think so.
I think you can think of two.
Everything that's been coming out is just like, no, they'll post out nudes before they freaking pull out the files. I can understand.
The freeze on the government, if it wasn't frozen, I think the other side would have enough people to vote for the files to be released.
Okay, the government lockdown?
Yeah, so it's shut down and they're refusing to, because if it goes through, and they've already been voted in, but they haven't.
They had enough votes. I think it was 218 votes.
But they just need, for everyone to...
Wait, so they need a majority?
So now all of a sudden, conveniently, the government shut down. And the idea is because they're protesting Trump, and it's like, save it. Y'all been protesting Trump. You guys are working in cahoots because you don't want the files released. Because it'll flip the world upside down. If people could... It's like, we all know that stuff is happening behind the doors, right?
Okay, I want to add, so once we know that information, then what?
I think what happens, especially when it's like you're talking about defiling purity children, right? I think no matter what side of the aisle you sit on, I think we can all agree that it doesn't get worse than that. It doesn't get as bad as.
But I'm saying these are super powerful people in the world, right? With all the power, these are governments or whatever people involved.
Power.
How are you going to stop them?
Okay, well, here's my question. What gives them power?
I don't know. I guess
Does their money
Control,
have,
right? It's
Yeah,
control.
yeah,
control
but does their
of-
money have any value if no one wants to accept
There
it?
you go.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is everyone willing to cooperate?
I
Well,
think
I-
I think on the subject of children being abused, yes.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
Well,
like Trump or not, bro.
I would hope so.
You got a soldier in me.
Yeah.
If you're, against children.
Yeah, because there's a lot of division in the world. Like for people to come together at that point.
I think that's the thing.
I would hope so.
I mean,
People really have a lot of
think
faith in
about
this
it.
cause.
Even Trump's hardest supporters, when they voted him in, this was a key point.
Yeah, it was
It's the
super.
key
And
point
he
for
said
this.
he kept saying it. Epstein file. I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna release it.
Cash Patel.
Well, he said he was going to release.
He was, bro.
Yeah.
He was.
Cash
He was, man.
Patel himself said, "Oh, it's on the FBI director's desk.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm in there, it'll be out."
Now all of a sudden it's a hoax. Bro, man, say it.
Wait, so
Actually, Epstein didn't even exist. He wasn't even.
so wait, do you guys think it's because Trump's name is there? Like it's
Well, they already admitted, and we already knew that coming in. Yeah,
Yeah.
his name is there. I mean, his name being involved doesn't necessarily mean that. And that's another thing, too. It's like, why are they so scared of just release the names? The names being there could have it doesn't mean that all of a sudden all these people
They're guilty or
are
whatever?
guilty.
Yeah.
So your name is like people on the list are people that visited.
It
the
could have
house?
just been people that just knew him or people that were in business with him. Who knows? We don't even have context.
No, but
we don't even
Yeah, like,
know
what are
what
these,
he's.
what's in these files?
it's
Or what is-
Well, there are images, there are videos, there's actual tangible evidence as well.
But the thing is, it's like if your name is tied into Jeffrey Epstein, you know how the
Yeah, your life's
do you know
over.
that general public is
Your
gonna see
life
it.
is over.
You're like, you know what I mean?
Wrap it up, bro.
Like even if you were just there just to drop off someone, oh, you're a pedo.
Actually, think of
It's like people saying they're at the Diddy party, but they didn't see anything. They left before the after party or whatever. They didn't see anything happen. That's crazy.
that's some people's excuse. But think of the current or the ex Duke of York.
The what?
With
what?
the ex Duke of York. This just came out where his lawyer was. I don't know how he was recorded, but he was like, "Oh, I was really pissed because he lied to me about doing things to children."
Wow.
This is the Duke of York, and he got his title instantly stripped away by the royal family. There are consequences. You're saying how is these private people not going to be affected?
Even Andrew, man. The Prince Andrew, he's
Bro, there's a picture of
Bro, he's
him
gone.
there. Bro, there's a picture of him
That's
there.
the Duke of York, no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
No,
yeah.
no, listen. There's a picture of him there, and he says that's not him, but it's clearly
Bro,
him.
that was 4K. The one with,
Yeah, with the girl.
And then Jelaine Maskell, she was around the corner creeping.
and
Yeah.
he's like, you, that's not me.
Yeah, no, that's cap. Yeah, that was you, bro.
What?
Like, there wasn't even technology back then to Photoshop that. You're lying, bro. It's like, you're literally lying. What are you talking about?
That's how they're gonna say.
It was like an old photo. It was like it looked
AI.
like a, what's it called? It looked like a Polaroid
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
And he's all like,
Someone
no, it's
drew it
AI.
in,
It's
yeah.
not me. I'm like, dude, that's you, man.
So like when we comes down to like all these like people in power, like would we say like they're all sick in the head?
Well, I think
Wait, what
that's
was that? You said?
Like all these people in power, right? Would you say like they're all people that are sick in the
not
head?
all, but I'd say a large majority of them.
I think it's easier to get lost in all the power and money that you have. Once you have it, there's nothing stopping you from doing anything you want.
Exactly.
Like think about it, doing something to a kid, and then you get away with it, and
Yeah,
potentially
you're gonna feel pretty.
yeah, and you're the prince or the Duke of York. I mean, I'm gonna feel like I'm on top of the world.
But I also think that the ones that are on top of the the Fortune 500 companies, I think those people are also being puppeted. Me personally, because I believe that, and put it like this, like people that are psychotic or crazy, right? They usually tend to reach pretty high in life in terms of like economic
Yes.
status, et cetera, because of their meticulous behaviors, right? They're very calculated individuals, so they tend to be at the top of a lot of these companies. Not all of them, but a decent amount of them. So with me, it's like if I'm in power and I'm behind the scenes, right? I don't actually want to work, so I place someone where I want them to to be. And on top of that, this particular person, he needs to have some kind of proclivity that I can take advantage of. How do I get someone to listen to me? And not only listen to me, to never turn on me, right? It's by doing stuff like that, exactly what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. It's by getting them and catching them in vulnerable situations and then using that against them. These people are, these people are psychotic. They like the attention. They like the control. They like the power. Okay, now I'm giving that to them. I'm feeding it to them. But how do I make sure they never flip? Well, I need to catch them doing something that would destroy all their hard work. And that's what that is.
So like let's go to like Diddy now. Do you guys think that's what took him down? Is the fact that he had too much information on people?
I think no. I think what Diddy is going through right now is exactly what happened to Jeffrey Epstein back in
Yes,
2008.
it's a parallel.
What happened?
This is all a facade. Diddy is going through this. Look at him, bro. He walked away with how many years? That brother needs to be under the jail.
He stepped on somebody's toes, so that's why he even got there.
No. See, with Jeffrey Epstein, when he first got arrested, right? What happens is there's a particular word, I think it's statute of limitations, right? After you have been convicted of something once, right? Or not convicted, but no, I think actually convicted of something once, right? And he was able to get, basically, he can now continue to act, and it'll be very, very hard now for someone to try and put him down for the same thing again. With Jeffrey Epstein, that first time around, that brother was cooling. He was just chilling.
Oh yeah.
He was enjoying his time.
Yeah.
He could even leave the jail and go work at home for a couple hours a day. So it's like he did that. They presented all the stuff that was in his closet was in that trial, and then it was presented in front of the people. He was found. He was convicted once. Over with. So now
I didn't even know that.
So then what happens is, so it's not even so much that he was punished, it's that all of that bad sort of attention he was getting, he was able to squash it all once, get that little weak ass conviction, and then now you can't convict him.
It's a performance.
Yeah.
It's a and going back to the Diddy thing, there's time served too.
Yeah, there's time served too. Diddy's going to be in jail for like
2 years.
What, 2 years?
Yeah,
4 years.
and then
He's been there for 1 year already, right?
No, 1 year and some change now.
No, I think it's 30. Yeah, something like that.
So like, let's say like, you know, that
Didn't Trump just say a few days ago he's going to pardon Diddy or something?
Okay, he's going to pardon every. No,
he's
Literally said that. Well, I don't know if that's fake news.
It's got to
I seen it on there.
It's got to be.
The thing with Trump is that he's a troll
too, right?
He never admitted it.
That brother's a troll. I'm concerned about the Ghislaine Maxwell, though.
Yes.
That's the one. I'm not.
She might get out.
I don't know, man.
Listen, quietly, they moved her away from the jail to a nicer area.
Nicer area.
Quietly, while all this shit's going on. With
Nicer area of the jail?
No, a nicer jail. Period.
Nicer jail,
like a little minimum security jail.
Yeah.
Feeling lodge, whatever.
With like a TV, you know.
Yeah, like Norwegian jail. Like,
And
they give you a car, you come home for the weekend.
And this is the same woman who, like, the girls literally testified, like, no, she was literally, bro. She's
like just as guilty. She's probably
she's the one that brings lower down.
Of course.
Imagine,
there's no way this is your husband. You don't know what's going on.
No, she was in it.
She's a part of it. She enjoyed doing it as well.
So but she was trained from birth, man.
So when you guys look at Terry Rozier, because before,
I
right?
was actually wanted to say something.
Right? Like apparently the NBA looked at it, but supposedly they didn't have enough evidence, so they let him back in the league. Like,
prior to that,
yeah, prior to that,
accused of gambling.
yeah, because they flagged the NBA.
The thing is, what did Terry Rozier get a contract, like 90 million or something?
Yeah.
And they paid him $200,000.
Yeah.
Like for me, like I'm just saying, like what was the reason for an NBA?
Yeah, there isn't a lot of.
And then you're saying like, they had some of them were actually not.
No,
they're probably in debt and lost all their money.
He's
Some degenerate behavior, like.
And also, you see the contract, right? But a lot of like people don't factor
The taxes, pay agents.
These guys are getting
Okay, say you got a 90 million contract and you walk home with 35 million. That's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, just for you to. That's
but these are young men that get into money early with no financial literacy whatsoever. They don't even have examples at home to.
That's true. That's true.
So all they get the money. All of a sudden, everyone in their family goes to this.
Yeah, handouts.
Like,
and then they're paying everyone off, and they're paying everyone's rent and mortgage, and they're paying off everyone's.
I bet you that money runs out.
Yeah, bro.
And they start fucking up. You know,
you gotta be like LeBron. You gotta be stingy. You gotta be stingy. You need to be smart. It's not to say you don't give your.
I'm gonna disagree there. You gotta appear stingy. You don't have to be stingy.
Yeah, I guess
But you gotta scare everyone else into thinking, I'm not gonna get anything.
But this is the thing. If gambling is like 24/7 in their faces and they can have easy access to it, like, can we really blame these athletes?
Yeah. Why would you gamble?
I don't think, but it's an addiction though. Gambling in and of itself.
Okay, gambling as a casino, whatever, you're having fun, but gambling and fixing games, that's bullshit.
No, but like if you
That is wise.
Wait, hold on. But apparently, like the common excuse that I hear from people, it's like it's a euphoria for players because the competition and like being part of something, like or the old
Being part of the team ain't enough. What you mean? You got to be part of illegal activity to.
or they owe money to someone, right?
Yeah, that's usually the case.
You know what I mean?
Money.
But like, or they'll say like, oh, because they like the competition or the thrill, right? So back to the thing, it's like, can we really? Because like, if gambling is literally everywhere around you, right? You see it constantly, the ads, on your shirt. Like, can we really blame them? Shouldn't leagues have
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
responsibility?
these guys are so young getting involved in this stuff. They're starting. They're like 21 years old, 20, even younger, 19, 18. Like they're getting thrown into this stuff. They don't even.
I don't blame the players. I think the system is the issue,
Yeah.
and the system is like the whole thing. The advertisement, okay, it's everywhere. I mean, Drake is advertising to younger kids, and he has diehard.
That's
fans.
fast, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Diehard
fast.
fans, okay, and he's like, I need that max win. It's
I need them. Yeah, that's
but
fast.
then the other issue too is the U.S., which is leads the whole world. They've been pulling back on their restrictions on gambling,
Facts.
and it is a massive pullback.
Facts.
Huge.
Massive
Yeah,
pullback.
because government can now make some money too.
Yeah.
Even here, bro.
And the fact that he
I
said
know.
that apparently NCAA players can now start gambling on
do you mean?
Game Zone. Yep. They changed that a couple months ago.
Yeah.
NCAA
Wherever
players.
the government can
So,
make
yeah,
money.
we're not fixing shit.
Yeah.
That's what they're
Everyone's
legalizing
saying
more
it's
stuff.
people are like before they're saying something's rigged, and everyone's saying it's
Yeah.
like these guys are delusional. There's actually a script, dead ass, and there is. You know, it's like
It's like jaywalking. You get told, oh, it's a crime, don't do it. But if you're doing it, you're not getting caught.
Yeah.
I'm crossing the street.
you
Here,
do it exactly,
I'm gonna do laps back and forth.
literally.
No, it's just like the government just can make money off people in this way, and so that's why they're doing it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
as simple as
Yeah.
that.
Let's be real. Like, this shit is never gonna go away, right? Like the fact that they're gonna make them
Gambling's been happening
examples.
since the dawn of
Now it's so like easy accessible. You just
Exactly.
get a parlay on your phone. You know,
Exactly.
people are just waking up.
That's a good point.
Literally,
Exactly.
so it's everywhere in your face.
It's also a lot easier to spend a lot of money when it's numbers on a screen.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's real money, but it's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah, you
really
like
your
that,
money
like,
coming
yeah.
from your bank account.
But for me, the stupid thing that I found over the scandal was the fact that they had 30 people involved in this whole scandal. Like to have 30 people, there's 30 people
These are
involved.
30
But bro,
No.
like
Exactly, and not only that, the one that made me laugh was like apparently one guy he left the game early to go count the money. Yeah, oh, I forgot who his name. He left
That's probably
the game.
Michael Porter's brother, John T. Porter.
Yeah.
The one that got back from NBA from the Raptors.
Yeah, he left the game early
What
to
a
count
scrub.
with his friends the money that they made. Right?
yeah, but that's the thing though too. It's a lot of it is to make their friends a bag.
Yeah.
To be like, bro, put all your money in this game, bet on my under. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give the ball away. All y'all are gonna make money. And I don't
Those are not good
and I
friends.
don't have to give you. But it wasn't. I don't even think it was their idea.
It's probably his.
It's probably his idea, bro.
It's
They ain't giving me minutes anyways. Let me fuck this shit up.
it's a different way of going back to what you were saying of giving to your friends and family. Paying off their mortgage
Yeah, without actually having to give them any money.
Hey.
You just tell them to put money there.
Yeah, and then you don't have to
Bet
give
on
them
the
your money,
under.
and they get money out of it.
Yeah, especially if the dude's already ass. It's not like he's got. It's not like he's got to try real hard.
No,
So,
man, yeah.
So I don't know, bro. I don't think this stuff is gonna stop. I think
No,
that,
there's not. Because this is the thing. Like, if I'm a reserve player and
Yeah.
I need money, either out of necessity or either I have a debt, I'll do whatever I can to
Yeah,
get
bro.
there.
When you go out there and you start playing like ass, like
Yeah.
the last time you get back in the
Yeah.
game, but you're set.
Yeah, you're set, bro.
You got your money
Yeah,
back,
but
so-
the thing that made me, the thing that was crazy was the fact, like the things that came out, like the X-rays, where they could see under the table or the
Oh,
cards.
like the fixed poker games?
Yeah, the
or-
fixed poker games.
X-rays under the
Yeah,
table.
they could see the X-rays. They had
It's like a mirror
Why are you
table.
trying so hard? Don't let me that serious. Why are they trying so hard? They
bro, even on the shuffling thing.
Bro, these are like
Bro,
high stakes
high
tables.
stakes,
you know?
These
bro.
guys inventing new tech is just
Just
to
to
cheat.
cheat.
It's a cheat.
Yeah.
Bro, go put that into science and cure some cancer. Why are you trying to you putting all that investment in just to cheat?
The funniest one was when I saw Shannon Sharp. They were playing dice. Apparently, one guy won for 4 hours straight.
Magnetic dicers.
Yeah, 30 grand, bro. And they were,
Nah, that's crazy.
yo, they're all shocked, bro. Like he was there 4 hours, bro. Like,
It even goes to even pettier things. They were cheating with fishing.
yeah.
Fishing competitions, the people would bring weights and put them inside the fish to make the fish weigh more.
Bro,
Wow.
And no, but it's down to that level. Like it's
Any
just
way you can cheat, right?
Yeah, bro.
from the dawn from the dawn of time. It is what it is.
Recognition, fame,
insane.
man, makes people act pretty.
Facts.
You'd be surprised, bro.
That's greed. It's actually greed.
Yeah, and if you look at your coworker and he has a contract for 90 million, but you're only here with like maybe a few million.
Not gonna lie to you, I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying? Right off the
Facts.
bat, I'm
No,
like, hold on a
We play
minute.
the same game.
I know.
No, but it's facts. But
It just
it's
depends how you look at it, you know. That's true.
Facts,
Sometimes people, it's never enough, you know. Like you want 100 billion, you want 10 million, like bro, just to be in that position. From my perspective, it's more than enough, you know.
it's like
Some people are happy being on the bench, getting
But
millions a
some-
year. It's like saying you're doing whatever the game, the sport you love.
yeah.
You don't have to get embarrassed by
No.
Kevin Durant or something.
No,
like that.
it's like,
That's not bad, bro.
it's like,
I might just take that.
It's like when I remember I was watching the Jeff Teague's podcast
Yeah.
when he was playing against LeBron and he hit him on purpose. It's like because he's too good. He's like, I'm tired of this nigga, bro.
He beat him like for like 5 straight years. Bro.
yeah,
He just
bro.
kept beating
This
him.
East, that's what
Yeah, but
they're
it's like you
we're
said,
done
like
with this nigga.
human nature, like it's constant. It never goes away.
Yeah, I
but
don't think
like,
you're satisfied.
but like when you guys see now, like because we know these games are rigged, because we know there's cheaters. Like
But
how
it's
do
the
you guys see?
dopamine rush, bro. It's not. It's not even the money they stand to make. It's
Yes, it's
the
not about the
addiction
money.
to that rush of dopamine.
Feeling of
Yeah.
That feeling of I just won this one. I know it sounds silly, but no,
No,
it's,
he's right,
it's,
he's
it's
right.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
That
what
doesn't make sense to me.
That's what catches them. That's why people are addicted to things. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not even necessarily the thing
It's
itself.
the-
It's the feeling.
Yeah, you get from it.
Kleptomaniacs.
What'd you say?
Kleptomaniacs, people who are addicted to stealing.
Yeah.
They don't need it. They'll steal a pen.
Yeah, but it just makes them.
They'll steal a pen.
And they have like 10,000
Yeah,
I know it's literally.
They'll steal a pen.
Literally.
But
Yeah.
but when they
You're
did
actually
research
right.
on it and they were scanning brainwaves, they noticed that they actually get the effect of the dopamine is sometimes even higher than actual drugs, like street drugs. It's that much of a hit. Yeah, it's a high for them.
Yeah, it's high. Some people, if you do something long enough and you build an unhealthy attachment to it, yeah, that's what happens. So it's like even you gotta wonder to yourself, like some of these billionaires and these rich ass people, they're still like Brett Favre, bro,
Stealing from charity, right?
Stealing from charity. It's like, brother, you're a millionaire. Why are you taking from these? Just because it feels for him gaining and earning that money feels good to him.
Yeah.
It's just simple as that.
They have so much money, they could not spend it if they tried.
That's what I'm saying.
They could not.
You can spend $1 million every year and you still have
So-
more than enough.
Like the fact that these players or coaches or whatever, even refs apparently, and I heard like
Oh, Scott Foster, I knew it.
yeah, bro.
I knew
he
it,
said
bro.
he said there's 58 out of
Yeah.
60 refs that are cheaters, and then I saw a video. He said that he had beef with Allen Iverson, so they wanted to make an example out of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So touch that point. Like, do you guys think that refs have too much power?
It's like yes and no, because ultimately the refs need some level of authority on the court or whatever, because it's like, because these guys, if they're left to decide, you've been to pickup.
Yeah.
You don't need to be acting, bro. Or you spend.
Yeah,
you
but I've
spend-
also seen people try to attack refs because of some
Yeah.
BS.
I know, but it's like
Yeah.
ultimately
But-
it's like.
but
I'll say, oh, sorry. I'd say they do have a little, but like you say, it's more organized. I prefer the refs being there, but
Me too, personally. Just because I've been in situations where the ball went out of bounds and I'm looking at a guy and I'm like, bro, that's our ball. He's like, no, it ain't. I'm like, shoot for it. It's like, come on. You know, like, niggas lie, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, especially when you're in competition and
Yeah.
you're trying to win.
you're good cheating as
You're
much as you can.
competing for a
Yeah.
championship.
That's where flopping and everything comes
No,
in.
but
Come on,
like
bro.
the reason why I say like they could decide the outcome of the game, right?
If I can point to this, something that I've noticed FIFA has started doing recently, and I think is very, very smart, is the blue card that they give to each coach from each team. They have 2 cards. So if the ref does something, but the coaches don't agree with it, they can use one of their 2 blue cards, right, to ask the ref to go check the.
So like a challenge, like where they do in NBA, challenge the call.
Challenge,
Yeah, that's
Look
true.
at in the NBA though, you can only you can only do it in the last 2 minutes, right?
No, you can do. I think you do it almost any time in the game.
No.
but if you just
There's
lose
a-
it,
there's
you
a
lose a
limited-
timeout. If your challenge doesn't go through, you lose a timeout.
Oh, okay.
It's not. I don't think it's just the last 2 minutes.
I think they changed it then.
So what if someone gets a flagrant foul in the beginning of the game, and then you gotta? That's an important player to the team, you know.
That's fair.
They're gonna
Yeah.
say, "Well, spin it right there."
No, that's fair. I mean, I'm not.
Now you see every NBA player. Every time they don't agree the call, they're just like this. The coach's like, "Nah, bro, you did that shit."
Wait, so it's only once? Like that's it? It's only once?
I think you could challenge.
You can challenge them twice a game.
I think twice.
I think it's
Yeah.
twice.
But like the fact that we know that like the refs can do this, but they can also decide the outcomes of a game, right?
Yeah, they
like I saw
They have a lot of control.
during the Sacramento game, right? Like they forced, I think it was game 6 or game 7. Like the fact that they can do that, and it goes back to my points. Do you guys think that they have too much power? Or
It's unfortunate because like you have to also ask yourself, is the NBA also a part of it as well? Because you have to think about it. Like if I'm the NBA and I want, and it's the finals, right? And I don't want, I don't want to watch some weak ass team play another weak ass team in the finals, right? I'm thinking about my own pocket. Well, what was it? The last year? Who was playing?
OKC in Indiana.
okay, so then,
That was actually very entertaining.
It was, but their viewership was
awful.
Oh, because
Only it's not a big market team. You know, those are two
Yeah.
small cities.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So their viewership it tanked, and
Yeah.
so they factor it in too.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was great basketball.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
I thought it was enjoyable, but we're not.
If you're a true basketball fan, you're not going to.
Well, there you go. But like the NBA and in most sports aren't.
Yeah.
Their goal isn't to attract the
Yeah.
true basketball.
It's about
fans.
making money.
You know,
They already know they got you.
Yeah.
They
You know
don't
what's
have
funny?
to make it. They
Yeah.
know they got
Yeah.
you.
You know what's
They
funny?
need the casuals.
You know what's
watch
funny?
your guy-
You know what's
yeah,
funny? I
it's
remember
facts.
for soccer, I was
That's a good
watching
point.
Champions League. I think it was last year. It was Newcastle versus PSG. I think they either gave them a penalty or they gave them extra time so they could score a goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It comes down to like which team would make them more money. But then when we talk about like the integrity and morality and ethics of sports, like how do you guys view this? How do you guys view that after these events?
Well, obviously, it's not there.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's never been there.
Mm-hmm.
There's always been cheating, and it's just now that we have so much technology, we
We can
can
see it.
just see it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Like people have been doing bad for ever.
years.
Yeah.
But technology, you know, although it has its negatives, ultimately it just kind of reveals a lot of stuff.
And a lot of transparency.
It's just transparent. Like even the situation like with X, right, being purchased by Elon and stuff, and him kind of just being like, yeah, we're just gonna let
Just
it
let you run.
like are there negatives to that? Yeah, of course there is. But I can't scroll through goddamn one comment
Well, see,
section without saying OnlyFans is some bullshit. Girls selling their souls. But it's like ultimately at the same time, it's like now there's a lot more people that you're able to see more, and you're not being censored so much. So you're able to actually you're able to see the truth. Ultimately, it's like is it going to be? Should you maybe double check these sources? Should you do a little extra digging? Yeah, you probably should.
A lot of fake news too.
But at the same time, it's like at least now there's a platform where there's no guardrail. You can just see it. Ultimately, I think that's also important, right? And just in society, I don't think everything should be covered by the government. Like
Censored it. I feel like Canada is like super like that now.
it's getting there.
It's actually
getting there. I
getting
feel like we're
there.
gonna end up like the UK, man. Like
Oh.
like
before-
you make fun of somebody online,
And you get
you're
arrested in your
you're
home.
going to jail. Like that's coming up, man.
Really?
That's
UK can
coming
do
up.
that?
Yeah, they show
They'll
up to your house and they'll be like, hey,
If you roast
posted-
somebody online?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so bad that it's actually funny. They'll tell you, "Oh, we're here for your tweet.
Yeah.
We're here for your Facebook post."
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, remember, I would have been in jail right now back on Twitter.
Yeah. People are getting arrested, man.
In their
Ain't no
homes.
way.
In their homes.
Wow.
Yeah, for
okay, that's not.
Facebook
How's that
post.
freedom of speech then?
It's not. It's not.
Oh,
I get it if you're threatening people and trying to like say you're inciting violence.
But that is the price of freedom of speech. There is an extreme to it. It's free. The key point is you need to have accountability.
Yeah, that's
You're allowed to say whatever you want. But if someone, punches you because you're fucking insulting their mom,
that's-
I mean, that's you're
That's
accountable
true.
for your words.
Yeah,
it is
that's
what it
true.
is.
That's
But
true.
you can't limit that free speech.
You
because-
have the freedom
Yeah.
to say whatever
So
you
use free-
want,
but you're not freedom of
outcome,
consequence, yeah.
Consequence.
No
that's-
freedom of consequence.
Yeah, you also have the freedom to receive. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, yeah, you can say whatever you want.
You can say whatever you want.
There's
but
freedom of speech and freedom of expression.
Yeah.
If you're saying whatever, I can express myself however.
Exactly.
I bet
That's
you-
true. I agree.
I think it should stay that way. When we start policing speech, I think it starts to get
It's actually
a
terrible.
little.
You know where it goes to that line where you
Little
can't
dangerous.
speak against. You know,
Because
when you,
who's making the decision on what's right and what's wrong?
exactly.
Because you can just outright disagree with someone fundamentally, and it doesn't mean that you hate them or want bad for them. But what if they're the ones deciding what you can say? It's like, well, I don't want that.
Do you guys back to like the gambling thing? Like, do you guys think or know like the teammates when they saw their teammate faking that injury? Do you think they knew?
They know, bro. They
They
just
knew?
don't care.
How do you think the conversation went? Like,
They
I
know.
mean,
I think a lot of teammates know.
Yeah.
It does depend on the team as well.
Yeah.
The team is competing for a win, and this is one of those teams. Like you're not going to be on LeBron's team. You're gonna. You know what I mean? You're gonna be faking shit. Like he's gonna catch you, and when he catches you, he's shipping you to China. You're not playing it. Like it's over.
Yeah.
Y'all know that.
Yeah.
So it's like, but if I'm on the Hornets and my leader's LaMelo Ball, I'm gonna wild out a little bit.
Yeah.
He can't tell me
yeah.
nothing.
But like,
He can't tell me nothing.
if okay, so like, what about the question of load management? Because there was that I watched a couple of videos. They were saying that because load management does affect parlays, right? Should teams still allow load management, or should just stop it?
No, I think it's up for the players and the team
Yeah,
to
it's
negotiate.
a game. At the end of the day, betting is based on what the sport does, and you got to follow around their.
And also, like you're betting, like you take ownership of if you
That's what I'm
mess
saying.
up, bro. It's not on bro for because
Yeah.
that's on you. Right? That's on you. Like you're betting, you're taking the risk.
Have you guys seen the comment sections when the player misses a shot?
Bro,
Like,
it's crazy. It's
my
crazy.
days.
Because you know it's bad, man.
Bro, I wish you were dead. I'll kill your kids.
Yeah, it's
you for
bad.
real?
Yeah.
Bro, the comment
it's so
sections
bad,
when a player misses the penalty or the last shot, it's crazy.
It's bad.
But you know what I mean? Like before, I started like sports betting, like just for fun. I didn't know why people got angry, but then when you do it yourself,
bro.
you understand what you know. What I mean?
That's 12 leg parlay.
Yeah, I remember that Laker guy who missed during the bubble. He missed the last
don't
shot.
even remind me of Danny Green, a weak ass man. Danny Green.
Danny Green, and everyone came to him, but they started threatening his kids, his
Bro.
family. Yeah, because he missed the last
I was
shot.
furious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even have money on the game, and I wanted him dead too. I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. No, but it makes sense though. Like not that it's justifiable, but it's like some of these guys are like
You can make an
they're-
argument for it.
I mean, like they're paying they're working hours in the week, and they're like, you know what? Let me see if I can get some luck. Maybe God's on my side this weekend or whatever. So they put a little money in there, hard-earned money, right? They're not making millions. And then here comes freaking Danny Green. All of a sudden, he shoots 1,000 shots a day, but one free throw. Come on, I'm pissed too. Like I get it, bro.
I am gonna say though, people are not very financially literate. Okay, and they will spend money they don't have.
Yes.
That they are not able to spend. Never bet or give anyone money. Okay, that you can never that you're scared to part with.
Yeah.
That's what people do, and then they put it up. I'm gonna fucking, and then the wife is gonna kill him for
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah,
it's
bro.
a chain.
Yeah.
No, but it's an issue. You gotta if you're gambling, you gotta do it responsibly.
So, do you guys think fans should have like a responsibility when it comes to gambling?
I think it's 100% their
course.
responsibility.
Of course. Yes, 100% of the lives.
But
But
like-
you're taking the risk.
But like after the scandal, should the fans be have the right or have the ability to sue those companies because of the information that we know now? Because players did this on purpose.
They can, but it's not going to go very far because when you sign up to gamble, they always say you're doing it at your own risk. Anything, bro. One of those players before the game starts, his wife could be giving. That's happened before. Maybe his wife is giving birth in the middle of halftime. You think he's going to stay to make sure your parlay hits? That brother's gone. What are you talking about? Like, think about it though. It's like things happen, and this is something you just have to consider when you're gambling money. It's like anything you do. There's always a cost to it, and just because you didn't win or get your way doesn't all of a sudden mean that now you can sue somebody. No, because when you gambled, you're gambling. It's in the definition.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed to win.
There's no guarantee you're going to win, and anything can happen.
And going back to the contract to signing up, you have to understand these gambling companies and casinos, they have some of the best lawyers you
Oh,
can
for
money
sure.
can buy. So if they're comfortable letting you make these gambles, they have either the law or the lawyers to back it up. Suing, that's also a gamble. I mean, you're gambling that they're gonna not care about it.
Yeah.
But you
What
win.
if all of a sudden now they counter sue? Now they're suing you.
Now you lost twice.
Come on, bro. These companies are petty like that. Some of them will pay you off just to get out of here, give you a little money. Others, especially the ones that have money, they might just sue you and drag the case on
Just to make an example.
Just to make an example of you. Just to make you pay, and that's it. Now they're done. They have the lawyers to waste time like that. Most people don't. Could you imagine one of these guys that are gambling going up there and trying to come on, man?
But like you see these players that like Terry or that coach who was
Chauncey.
Chauncey, who was a Finals MVP, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he had a ring and had a luxurious career. Is there sympathy for him at all, or is it just like you're pagan, you're stupid?
He's a millionaire already.
Yeah.
He's first of all, he's not even just a millionaire. He's still coaching, and he's getting paid a lot of money to coach.
he's a
He's
head
getting
coach.
paid so much money to coach. And this brother, I remember one game, he just took out two of his best
players.
scorers
Yeah.
in the middle of the game, and they were winning by like 5 points, and he just took them out.
Close game, yeah.
And they lost the game, and I'm like, dude, why would you? It's an addiction.
Nah, it makes sense.
I think it's an addiction. Man.
That's what I'm saying. It is an addiction.
So like obviously like compared to like these like the low level guys, right? But we know that the higher ups, right? Like the cheaters, like the higher ups, and we've seen it, right? We want the best team in the final. We want the best player in the finals. Like in terms of comparison, like is it different, or is there a similarity that you guys see?
Well, I think there is. It's obviously similar, but there is a difference because the NBA is trying to increase profit when they're doing stuff like that. Whereas I think that when you're a multimillionaire and you're gambling like for small amounts, it's just like to me, it screams I have a bit of a problem. I might need some help.
Yeah.
Does it make it okay on either side? No, not necessarily. But I think the NBA ultimately, the more money the NBA makes, the better it is for everyone as it trickles down. Is it right? No. But we watch entertainment all the time and we're constantly being lied to, right? We're being lied to by the government, all types of stuff, right? So what's a little, if the NBA is just gonna prop up one team a little bit in order to make profit, is it honest? No. But to me, it's like, I can live with that. I can live with that. I can also live with guys rigging. I can also live with that too. My only issue is that like, when it's multimillionaires doing it for just small increments, and then there are actual people that are really like doing it in order to maybe see some money and win something, and they're losing because of these multimillionaires rigging the game for them. That's where it's like it's a little weird.
It's different, I guess. To recap, it's just in a sense that the multimillionaires who have the money are doing it as a game, but the people who are actually trying to make money are depending on it not as a game but as real life.
That's the difference.
And that's a very big difference when you look at it like that.
So those people who depend on those players to make that shot or that last minute, right? Like
Those people need some help too, though. That's crazy.
With all due respect, they're either stupid or desperate.
Yeah.
You have no in between. You're either stupid, you have no idea what you're doing with your money. You should probably not have a family, okay? Or you're desperate. You have no way out. You need some money to pay someone off or something off to live. So this is your one chance, and it is sometimes a life in that situation. You might want someone who's threatening with your life, and then this guy comes and misses the one shot.
Bro, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I remember my cousin said like, yo, like there's some games like these guys will make you want to kill somebody, and like when you have money on the line, like bro, it does happen because you start noticing things. Like imagine your favorite player just like misses the last shot. You'll go straight and just start cursing him.
But it depends. They also, you got to factor in.
I'll do that without even betting.
You got to factor in the shots, though, right? Because like the reason why people were so upset with Danny Green was because he's a high percentage free throw shooter. He's a very good He's a good shooter in general, and it was during the bubble, so there was not even a crowd in the building. And this brother's nervous, damn near shaking on the line. He's practicing doing the whole shebang, and then bricks it. Just bricks it, bro.
But basketball, it happens.
I know that.
Even the best, like the most best players.
I know, but a lot of the people betting, they didn't play basketball very long or even at a high level.
But if the guy you bet on plays like shit, is it justified to hate?
It's not.
No, it's a game. You're not always going to be consistent. Then that's what separates some people from superstars. You're consistent most of the time. Other people are streaky.
But like, let's say like
every good player is going to have a shit game.
But like say you James Harden, right? We know how he is in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And this schmuck doesn't know how he is in the playoffs. He bets his mortgage.
Dumbass.
Like, a guy like that,
Yeah, you need to
deserve whatever you're gonna get.
A guy like that is the bank's best friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That guy's the bank's best friend. They're repossessing the whole thing for free.
Yes. you can't like you have to be like, that's another thing. There should be a little bit of like, maybe like a little IQ test before you can gamble. Because there are some people out there, I'm serious, man. There's some people out there that shouldn't be
gambling
on these sites. It's not healthy for them, and it trickles down into society, and they just become absolute menaces because they owe money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad. So it's like there should, I don't know about an IQ test, but there should be some
way to check.
Some way to check.
Okay, so the fact that you said that should gambling companies like have a system or a way to check people in?
They're never going to do that, though.
Yeah, they prey on these degenerates.
Those are people that make the money.
Expecting them to lose their cash cows
Yeah.
is the stupidest. You gotta ask the government to do it.
Yeah.
And they had it, like we said, they just rolled back everything.
Yeah.
They had a lot of systems, and it was almost not there. Like if you think back on it, it's only now that it's surged up. Why? Because they're allowing it to happen, and they're probably getting money from all these companies. Think back to FIFA. How many times, or how often would you see gambling sites on the ads recently compared to previous years?
Bro, there's a lot.
You should never be really.
It's almost the whole thing is just gambling sites,
bro,
and they are very dubious sites.
Yeah, but bro, they don't even need gambling. You can see it like sometimes live how like in soccer, like how they cheat, you can see it just live in front of you, and they don't even hide it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like especially now we have VAR, like the cameras and everything. Like, and the only excuse is the refs are gonna say, "Oh, we apologize." You know what I mean?
What? That's it?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's
Bro,
terrible.
Barcelona, we found out that they were paying refs. We pulled up all the receipts. We found out that they were paying refs. Like it's in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like these higher ups, like they'll get away with it. But like the guys lower at the bottom, you know what I mean? But like coming like let's speak about someone like MJ. Like there was a story, right? I don't know if it's true or not, but it's just like a theory that they were saying like the reason why he took that break to go play baseball is because they found out that he had gambling debts and he owed someone, right? So someone from that magnitude, do you guys think that it's true? Or do you think it's just false because of who he is?
Bro, that brother had yellow eyes for a decade. He was not sleeping well. But listen, and you know how I feel about MJ.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, I think he's a
But
great
how do you feel about him?
I think he's a great player.
Yeah.
Okay. Not my GOAT personally. Not my GOAT.
Okay, yeah.
I think he's a great player, but I also think in terms of, I think he was glamorized quite a bit because I think he was a very flawed individual, and I think that, and which is fine. We're all flawed, but I think his particular stature. I think if people actually, for example, if he was online and he was being scrutinized constantly, like the way that players are now, I don't think he would have made it very far because of all of the problems he had. He had a lot of problems, bro. That brother used to go, the flu game. He was drunk the night before. That brother wasn't sick. He was hungover. Man went and he hooped. You know what I'm saying? He had a fever, bro. Come on. That bro, he was hungover because he had a habit of just gambling, drinking.
Yeah,
He did
apparently this story
cocaine.
came out. He was at a party the night before, like all night. Right?
He was at a party the night before all night, and he just didn't do enough coke to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dead ass, bro. I'm dead ass. Like the thing with me, and that's where it's kind of like I do believe that some of that may be true. They came out with a sob story that his dad wanted him to. Nigga, come on.
Let's play baseball.
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of believe that story.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just.
But then his dad got
But then he
killed.
went and then he was
but he was the face.
mediocre the whole
No,
time.
I know, but but that's true. But like he was the face of the league, though, right?
He was.
I think only Michael Jordan was capable of doing something.
But like,
that.
does it even make sense though? Yeah, like it was his retirement. Like it just feels like, and then he came back. It's
and
like,
he still wanted more rings.
it's like, bruh, like come on,
It
man.
feels slimy.
It just feels off. It feels off. And then like and then he was having issues with the team as well. He was at a bad place in the team. They couldn't corral him. Him and Dennis Rodman, niggas was just whatever the heck they wanted. But because they,
So you think you agree with what Raph saying? He got disciplined by NBA,
I think they suspended him. I do believe they did.
but they didn't want to publicize it.
No,
Because he was the face of the-
they
ruin the revenue.
because they would ruin their cash cow,
Yeah.
which was MJ.
Yeah.
So they had to come.
Okay,
up,
that makes sense.
They had to
Yeah.
spin it. They had to spin it. I think the NBA does the same thing for LeBron. I think they protect
Yeah.
him too with a lot of stuff.
Bro, there's a lot of
LeBron
these people,
slimy?
bro. There's a lot of people.
I don't think he's.
It's not your goal, though, right?
He is, but I don't think. But like, bro, come on. I'm a grown ass man. I call shit out when I see it. I don't like. I think he's the GOAT in terms of his skill as a basketball
gambler.
player. I think LeBron, some of the things. No, I'm serious. But some of the things that I've seen him do, some of his opinions, I'm like, man, okay, this guy may be a little low IQ, but it's okay because I'm not. I don't need him to be a rocket scientist. That's not why. That's not why I like him.
You like him because he's an NBA player. He's good at basketball.
That's literally
The
that's
thing about
it.
LeBron, I think he's very entertaining. Especially, I think he does that shit on purpose. Like every time he's reading a book, it's on the first page. He never knows the lyrics.
That shit is hilarious, bro. Like that's the stuff. Like to me, it's like, why?
He's a good actor, man.
The lies? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, bro. The lies, bro.
And he lied. And he fucking lied. Yeah, I told him to do that.
I think my favorite. They were asking about a book that he was reading. It had to do. I think I don't know Martin Luther King, and he was waffling, made up a whole story.
With a straight face too, right?
Straight face.
And it's like, bro, it's cool if you don't read, bro. We won't judge you if you don't read,
My question
LeBron.
is-
It's fine.
My question is,
It's
why do you
crazy.
feel the need to bring a book you didn't read in front of the camera and just hold it while taking an
That's
interview?
what think he's smart.
We would think he's smart. Maybe because he felt like he didn't go to college or whatever.
Which is just silly. Because it's
I know.
like, bro, you're a hoopin'. Like, nobody's even expecting you to be smart. It's cool.
You know your craft best. Okay, you don't need to know everything else. We're
do
asking
that.
you about your craft. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't care about the book you brought. I don't know what the book is.
Yeah, but I genuinely believe though, in terms of like, The NBA, I think the NBA protects them as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
they have
Number
to.
one
They have to.
revenue.
They have to.
Yeah, bro. They have to. It's just as a business
They have to.
entity, you'd be stupid
It's
not to
stupid.
protect it. Michael Jordan, I would have at that time as well, when the NBA was really growing, I would have done whatever he wanted. I would anything he wanted, bro. He would have got because pause. But I'm saying that only because only because it's like, bro, think about where the NBA was and where they are today. It's because of him. It just
Yeah, he actually pioneered
like
it.
you know what I'm saying. I'm not an idiot. I can admit that. But then where the NBA is now, is because of LeBron and all the other stars who came there, right? And the NBA will try to protect everyone that makes them the money. It's just what it is.
So,
But like this, for example, it's the whole. He's the mascot, and you see this in other sports too.
Is that Shohei Ohtani, right? Didn't the story come about him
With
recently about gambling and stuff?
I'm not sure.
The baseball player from LA.
I think I heard about that too, but I didn't look into it. Did he get is he still playing?
Nothing happened. He's blessed.
Yeah. Hey, see, there you go.
But like they're all mascots. I mean, if you think other sports, McGregor,
yeah.
Super degenerate behavior.
he's an absolute degenerate. But
He really is, man.
But he made it what it is today.
You're right. Super
He was
entertaining.
the
Everybody captivated by him. Always watching.
Exactly. And people could rally behind him, and he was entertaining and
Yeah.
different, and he made it what it is today. It's the same story.
I think Dana White loved that shit.
He did.
Yeah.
That's why Dana White
He's-
protects him until this day.
Exactly.
That brother is. I don't know.
He's gone.
He's wilding out. He's wilding out.
What the hell does he even do now?
He's a promoter for fights. For fights.
He was trying to run to be, I think, Prime Minister or President of
Ireland.
Ireland?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No way.
He's
yeah,
ready
yeah,
for
it was like
president.
on cocaine.
That brother.
Punching out old people and shit.
Yeah, no, he's gone, but he brought them to where they are now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they kind of owe it to him a little bit.
But bro, but that's the thing. Like you said, cash cow. Like if I see an opportunity, like that person makes me a lot of money, like I'll protect him as much as I can. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I'll use him.
that's what the NBA did.
Think,
Yeah.
think in the good old days with Ronaldo versus
Messi?
Messi.
Yeah, they milk this.
Yeah,
Shit.
and around the world, you could go anywhere, and if you say El Clasico, people would know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly, 100%.
Around the world, no matter the language.
So like now, like how do you guys see sports after this scandal?
I don't know. If I'm being honest, bro,
I'm still watching, bro.
You still watching? Yeah.
I'm still watching too, but I will say that the appeal that sports used to have, I don't know, man. It's not.
Feels too calculated.
It just feels a little. There's no substance the way that it used to be, bro. In
Like
my
what do you mean?
opinion.
What do you mean substance?
Like I feel like I'm watching these games, for example, like in the NBA, and there's like now, you know what though? I will be honest, it's kind of coming back a little bit, like with Wembanyama.
I was about to say Wemby's a goat.
That brother, hey man, that dude was made in a freaking lab. I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
Yeah.
Like this dude is embarrassing people out there. He was embarrassing Zion.
Yeah, Ken was telling me. Ken was telling me.
He's in luck, man.
He's blocked him five
Yeah.
times in a row, dude.
Jeez,
5 times. I mean, he's a freak. But like, it's like anomalies are not as common, and so him being one again, because like the last, like it was like the LeBrons and the guy,
Yeah,
we had a lot.
also a generational player.
Yeah, like there was a lot more in the early 2000s, and now all of a sudden they've kind of disappeared a
You know,
little bit.
everyone's kind of the same level.
Yeah, but then now all of a sudden I'm seeing them kind of come back a little bit. The Thompson twins, first of all, those brothers is crazy.
Yeah.
They're some of the most athletic niggas I've ever seen in my life, bro. Just period. They're freaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like seeing that kind of athlete come back, and then the Wembanyama's, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Wemby's super decent.
Because these last couple of drafts, bro. Damn, these last couple of drafts have been weak.
You think so?
Bro, yeah. At the end of the okay, who do you think is truly excelling?
I'll say Cage. He's pretty good. Like #1 pick. Anthony Edwards is pretty good.
Okay, so Anthony Edwards, yes, I do. I'll
And Wemby.
but like I feel like the top 30 that like we're getting as of late is like
First round?
yeah, they're just not that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the
They're not
draft
bad.
class with like Carmelo, and then back then you would have like even 2011 draft class full of talent. Now it's just like one.
So
two.
different.
Out of 16.
now, let's talk about like teams when they tanking, losing on purpose. Like, do you guys see that it's rigged so they can get the best players?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Did they already admit that?
Bro, if I was let me tell you something. If I was in charge of a weak team and I saw Wembanyama in the draft, I'm throwing none of my star players are starting, bro. I need to get that guy because he's from what I've seen him do now.
We'll turn the franchise around.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. He's way too good.
Yeah.
He's way too good.
But I remember I saw like LeBron on the podcast. He said like it only made sense for him to go to Popovich and San Antonio.
I agree.
Right?
LeBron said that?
Yeah, he was
Of course LeBron said that.
Maybe he planned it.
He told Popovich.
like,
It makes sense too.
but like, do you guys see those scenarios where like teams or leagues will purposely make, or even federation?
Kinda.
So like, you know what I mean? So certain players or certain teams will just.
Why are all the generational big men always magically end up on the Spurs? What's that about? That's a little weird to
And
me.
all the good white guys go to Mavericks.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Cooper Flag,
Cooper
Luka
Flag.
Doncic, you got Dirk Nowitzki.
Like it's like obviously this is the luck of the draw, but I think people have already been talking about the draft lottery or whatever being
Yeah,
being
before,
ready.
yeah. They're saying it is, but it's literally like a lottery.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know.
There's some big coincidence.
Yeah.
After all it all went down, they traded Luka, and then all of a sudden they get number 1 pick and all that.
How did this happen?
So like,
That's wild.
so obviously now we know that this is just gonna be a big story for like probably a week or so.
Yeah.
Do you guys see what Stephen A. Smith said? He said that Trump is gonna come for every league. Do you guys think that's gonna actually happen?
No, that nigga's just talking out of his ass.
Yeah?
He does not have the time to go after the NFL and NBA. Come on, bro.
Even WNBA. He
That might
said.
be his last Friday. The distraction on
Come on, nice
episode
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're already being distracted enough from the end. Show us the files. Bro. We don't care about that other shit. Show us the
Stop giving
damn
ideas,
files.
man, yo.
Like, bro, you're giving them ideas. To, no, man, we don't want.
Bro, I was shocked. Like Stephen A. Smith, he was so like, yo, Trump is gonna come after every league. And
What's this got to do with Trump anyway? It's just,
That's what it's Stephen A. Smith.
He's not telling Cash Patel to do this. Cash Patel doesn't want to release the list. So every other week he's coming out with some more bullshit nobody wants to hear,
I
bro.
tell you, people have to stop giving them ideas. Just leave them out of it, man.
Like his brothers are like, yeah, so we arrested these guys and where's the list? You don't care about it. Like, and the thing is with me, it's that like it started off with him himself being completely like he's leaning into it. Like, no, there's a list. There's a short list.
Yeah.
He was like, no, and they're hiding it. This,
It's
that, and the third.
on
Him and
the
Dan
desk.
Bongino as deputy. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're fast forwarding.
He bought into it.
Every time he spoke, he's all like, yeah, no, nah, there's not a list. Jeffrey Epstein was just trafficking all those thousands of women to himself. It was just
You know,
him.
and then later they just said, actually, you know, the island didn't exist. That's where they're going at.
Yeah,
That's-
Now they're saying it's
fake.
fake.
I was saying it's fake.
yeah. They said actually don't have any footage. There's nothing.
But I think it's on purpose. I think once Trump got into office, he was like, they sat him down, you know. I don't want to say who, but y'all know, you know who, you know what I'm saying? But they sat him down and they said, hey, brother, hey, relax. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But what about, I told my
Wait, but do you guys think it's like they're not gonna release it because the population wouldn't be able to handle the truth? Like
I
everyone
think
embrace
that's
it?
a part of it, but I think it would just unravel everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that would be a detriment to those that are already in power. It would just ruin them.
The stability in the U.S. is fragile.
It's so fragile.
Okay, and the whole world's economics is on the perceived value of the stability of the U.S. Okay, if you throw this in there, how many people in power with money in the U.S. People just they're going around in bikes naked to protest. What was it? ICE.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do when they hear about this? You know?
Bro, come on, man.
Wait, who do you guys think on the list would shock everyone? If you guys could pick one.
That's tough.
I want to say any names. I don't know.
Yeah. I want to say Obama. I want that nigga on the list. Obama.
I mean, I don't know. Listen, for me, it's not so much that I would be shocked because I've already had my suspicions about
Obama?
Obama, yes,
Yeah.
but not just Obama.
Obama,
Okay?
I don't think so. You can see this.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's.
I would hope not.
There's a lot of things in Obama's upbringing in life that are very suspicious if you look into it. But like he wouldn't shock me so much. It's like maybe more like. Honestly, no. I don't think anybody on the list because right now with the
Your
way
favorite
that
basketball player?
no, I don't. If he's on the list, then he deserves to catch a bullet too. I do not. I don't
Basketball
care.
players on the Diddy list.
I don't have a favorite person.
Yeah.
You know, outside of like those I love.
Yeah, that's good.
An athlete is never going to be of value to me outside of what he can perform. I don't care about him
Yeah.
personally. You know
I
what I'm
think saying
saying?
what was
I don't hope like if LeBron's marriage is in shambles. I mean, good luck, brother. But I'm not gonna sleep. I'm not gonna struggle sleeping because you and Savannah are having trouble.
Yeah, of course.
I don't care. Like those things like that are just they're insignificant. I think that a lot of people today as well, they're hyper focused on the lives of these celebrities and stuff like that.
crazy.
They care so much, and it's like
More,
I
more than their own
don't.
lives.
I don't care about that shit. Look, oh my god, this person, that person.
I know, they
is
just had a
dating.
baby.
Like, can you get a job? Like, what are you talking
Your
about?
own baby.
Right, celebrity babies. I always found that so weird. Like
It's
obsessed
just
with somebody, other kids. Like, that's
It's just to me, it's weird, and it's just I don't know. It's a very unhealthy thing to
yeah,
do.
obsession.
It's a weird obsession.
But is it because they have no like direction in life? Like they have nothing to aspire to? That's
No,
what they
that's
have.
what they are aspiring to be like them. It's just.
But
a
if you're
lot of-
30 years old and you're following someone and like, oh my god, they have a baby. Like,
I know it's weird. Man. I don't know. I don't know why people do it.
You know, I would even say they're not even aspiring to be like them. They're just aspiring to be around those
Yeah.
people in their circle. They don't even want to be like them.
They want to praise those people.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
it's the new age religion.
It's really strange, bro. Like you'll see guys that were like a year or 2 years ago just really like just down to earth people, and then they get a little fame, and now the average person doesn't know how to behave around them. Like, bro, what? It's just stuff like that to
It's
me.
the same person.
Stuff like that to me is weird, bro. It's
Actually, we
like,
talked about that last time.
The new age rappers.
Yeah, bro. It just doesn't make sense. I'm never gonna jump up and down and I just met Chris Brent. Like, bro,
Right?
like, hey, like, yeah, would it be an exciting moment? Maybe, sure. I'll admit to that, but I'm not gonna freaking scream and
Start crying. Like you say, start crying. and
start
shit.
crying.
Or
and
pass
shit.
out.
That is a
I've
person.
seen
You're
Michael
not
Jackson.
doing-
I've seen Michael Jackson concert people pass out. Bro.
No, that's crazy.
Michael Jackson's like there's a really good example. It is
Yeah,
maybe
that's
one of the
wild.
most diehard fans.
You know what I say? Like, the thing about with back then and now, I think because we know we have social media, you can see people through a lens and actually feel like you actually met them without actually ever seeing them in person.
That to me, that's some. There's some.
Pardon me?
Mental.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on now.
So then back then, like, you know, you hear people on the radio, you might see them on TV when you can
At a specific time.
at a specific time.
Yeah.
But
So now they go live and
you never
I
go,
know them
yeah,
by
you know, you don't get to choose when you really get to see them.
But the thing is, I remember someone
That
said
doesn't
that,
mean, yeah.
I remember someone said that because we have so much access to these people, like some of these celebrities are actually dumb when they speak. So like,
Some.
well,
Being generous.
you know what I mean? Okay, most of them. So it's like, how do people still gravitate towards these people? You know what I mean? Like, if somebody tells me the Earth is flat, like,
It's like it's vicariously living through someone else's
Yeah.
experience.
This is why I said it's like a new religion.
Mm-hmm.
It's blind faith.
Yeah, bro.
It's blind faith. This guy is coming out saying the wildest shit ever. And you like if it was anyone else, you'd be like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But
right.
it's because this guy, you're like, oh no, it's defamation. It's not true. The pictures, man, we saw him there. And you know, with the Prince Andrew, we saw him there, guy.
He literally did not. I never met that woman in my life.
Yeah.
Nigga, shut the hell up,
it was
bro.
on
You was
BBC.
right.
Yeah, it was on BBC. It was on
You
BBC.
saw it,
Yeah, it's like,
bro.
I never met that. Like, I was like,
He's like, no, I don't know. And then
This is
crazy
not
thing
you? This is not you?
That same woman found dead in Australia.
Really?
Yes. Found dead in Australia, bro. That shit is crazy. Dead in her chair with a gun in her lap. They
said it was suicide.
They're saying suicide, bro. Give me
Gun
a
in
break.
the lap?
Yeah. She doesn't even own a gun. It's Australia. Where's she getting the gun?
Just conveniently fell on her lap.
Yeah, apparently it was just a gun, like she shot herself, and it's like.
Hey,
they
man,
did-
before she died, she set up the scene, you know, for the cops when they come in.
It shows that they're not releasing any information. Even like these little situations, like the incident with like the Charlie Kirk situation, for example. Like, why the heck is the
Shooter?
No, it's like why is the what is it? The why is it being kept so quiet? It's like we're not getting no information on what's going on, and it's like why. You know why, but I ain't gonna say why. You know why. I'm not gonna say it, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's getting weird.
Yeah.
It's getting weird. And when I say that and I say you know why, I'm saying Jews. But I'm trying to stay quiet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay quiet because it's wild, bro. And it's just things are unraveling more.
Yeah.
And I think that as things go on, it's only gonna get worse. Because like rather than getting more transparent, I feel like things are just being hidden more, and then we're getting fed
But-
distractions, and now we're legalizing drugs and all this stuff to
No,
distract.
no, the issue is it's not very well hidden. They're not even trying. Like I can see you. Someone stabs somebody. Okay, you walk in on him, and then they prop up the body like, oh, he's just sleeping.
but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, the reason why they're so brazen is like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm doing. What are you gonna do about it?
But shouldn't the best thing like be like not to hide it? Because if you start trying to hide it, people start asking questions, right?
Well, it's getting harder to hide it.
That's
the
the issue.
problem.
They're used to hiding it.
Yeah, they used to always hide. It wasn't hard to hide things
Yeah.
before, bro. Before people didn't even know people outside of their block. Like
Facts.
you only knew
Outside the
people in
country.
your town. Like
Yeah.
you didn't talk to anyone outside of your town.
Not
so
even that far back.
now it's getting harder.
DNA.
Yeah.
They're only now going back through all the old cases to look at DNA. It was very easy to get away with a crime.
Yeah, bro.
If you can get away with a crime, imagine being the government in charge of the law system. How
Exactly.
easy is it to get away with anything?
I'm saying, delete all the evidence.
Yeah, look, you know it because the number of like serial killers, for
Yeah.
example, is significant. Do you think there's less psychotic people? No, there's
Probably
definitely
more.
Probably
there's
more,
definitely
yeah.
more. We don't even have asylums anymore, so these motherfuckers are just out there. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
they're
another topic. Like
They're definitely around, but it's
Yeah.
like ultimately it's harder to
get away with killing multiple people.
killing multiple
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You're gonna get caught. Before you could kill a whole neighborhood and just shave your beard and walk the next street over, and no one killing more people. No one knows you.
Prove it.
That's so true. Man.
I think a really good example of how easy it is for this information to spread. Maybe a bit niche, but there was a whole thing with Shia LaBeouf. If you guys know who he is.
Yeah.
He had some. I don't know the whole context. He had this flag that he kept planting, and people would use the direction of the sun and the noise of the planes flying overhead to track what building and what window the flag was on the live stream. And they would go and start flashing lights and then honking around the neighborhoods, and they found it. So if a flag inside of a room with no paintings, nothing, can be found by random people on the internet, okay? I mean, come on.
That's like that guy who takes like a corner of a picture and then he just like somehow finds where it is on the map.
Exactly.
Like how the background and
Exactly.
everything.
Yeah.
So people are able to do this, and then you're trying to hide with the same strats we're using in the past when we have access to all of this.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna feel off.
Bro, you can open your phone now with your face, my brother. Like facial recognition technology is increased, and what the military, for example, has access to is like
It's always like 20 years above
they're
what we have.
so far
At
beyond.
least, at least.
And now with Palantir getting involved in this stuff, and bro, it's gonna become so hard to commit crime. It's not even gonna be worth it because like it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
It's to a point now. I'm sure you guys know this, but if there's a chase or something, the cops won't chase. They'll show up at your house.
They show up, you have your license plate, everything. Yeah.
And
But-
you were gonna say?
No, finish as well.
There's currently a private company that's renting out cameras. I don't know if you guys know of them. I forget the name, but they're renting out
Is
cameras.
it the Ring doorbell cameras?
No.
Oh, renting out?
You might have seen them. I think I've seen one similar on Henderson. It looks like it's a generator with a long pole and a camera.
Oh, like the one they put on all the 7-Elevens.
Yes.
With the wheels on it and they just
Yes.
wheel it out.
So
Yeah,
they also
yeah.
rent that out to law enforcement. So a private company now is now in charge of all this data for law enforcement and for other private companies.
Wow,
Okay. This company is looking to make money. It's going to sell it.
for sure.
And
Yeah,
it has
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
The promise of security, right?
Yeah.
All the internet surfing, all the stuff all that information is being sold to other companies, so they can figure out ways to market to you
Yeah.
better and make money off of you.
Committing crimes now has been turned to just so many things. This guy has a camera. He can share that with every single company. All of them communicate with each other. You walk into a 7-Eleven after robbing a McDonald's for whatever reason. Maybe you're hungry. I don't know why I chose McDonald's. but you walk in and it's gonna recognize you. Send it to the private company, and then it goes to law
There
enforcement.
you know who it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're there.
So back to sports betting.
That's scary.
Like, do you guys think AI, like if they integrate AI in the future, like distant future, right? Right? Do you guys think that's maybe the way to like save sport, the integrity of
No,
sports?
I mean I think it's even
it's
gonna
gonna make it
it's gonna make it worse.
How?
Yeah, I mean think about it. Now you're gambling with the assistance of a supercomputer with hyper intelligence. Like what?
You gotta hop off the line.
Yeah, bro. Like, at that point, I think what it's going to be in the hands of the companies supplying the like the DraftKings or whatever, the ones that are actually allowing people to gamble on their
On win or
platforms.
something, it's a big
But they're going to have to work on ways to stop people. It's like universities that are dealing with people that are using ChatGPT and all this stuff now. It's not for ChatGPT to figure out a way to make it easier for the university. No, the university themselves came up with software in order to stop it.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
then
they
to hire
do.
ChatGPT to fill in the gaps. But to go back to that, it could also be the gambling companies will use AI to figure out how to activate those neurons a little bit more.
Yeah.
There's a lot of online gambling now. That's a big thing now. Online gambling, online casinos.
Yeah, it comes up every time.
Yeah.
Ads just come up every time. Every time.
Massive
I feel
business.
like there's a new sports book every time.
Yeah.
Being
I like it, and not even sports. I'm not just slots, just your good old fashioned slots online.
Yeah.
You get AI that tracks how often a player will spin, right? And then you can use the AI to live update the percentages to keep the player playing just a little bit longer. You know how like that percentages of how much she's going to pay out. You can use that with live AI that will continuously live update it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now it's a dynamic percentage. It changes as you win or as you lose. Enough to make you feel like the next one's going to be a hit, and then you lose it all.
It's actually bad.
It's
probably
so
worse.
simple because now it's digital, but they've already been doing this stuff before. Like think about it, when you go into the casino here, what does it look like inside? It looks like in the
Colorful.
middle of the day.
Yeah.
But you're out there and it's pitch black outside, but it's fooling your mind, so you stay longer. It's as simple as that. You lose track of time. You forget how long you've been there. Right now, your wife is blowing up your phone. Right, where's the milk? I'm waiting. Right?
Yeah, bro,
Dad,
I've been at,
Dad.
yeah, listen, I've been at the casino. I've been at the casino, and this guy chased his wife around the casino to get more money because he wanted more money just to gamble.
It's terrible.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's the addiction that people have.
Yeah.
But like, so in terms of like gambling, besides like fans, like who should be allowed to gamble when it comes to
I
sports?
don't think we should like handcuff people. Like the thing with me is like people should be able to do whatever the heck they want. But the consequences that come along with them is also them to fully assume. It's like it's as simple as that. I don't think that policing these things will solve it because all it's going to do is people are going to gamble.
Illegal gambling.
Exactly.
So it's like it's a little too late to actually have the right infrastructure to stop these things because we've already allowed it. To
Centuries,
Yeah, it's-
millennia.
Gambling
why-
was illegal. Drinking at one point was illegal.
Yeah.
People
The prohibition.
but people were
Prohibition.
stealing. They found a way. So if there's a will, there's
There's
a
a
way.
way.
Yeah. So at some
And
point,
especially if it's profitable.
So then it's better for the government to have it under its wing.
Yeah.
Control it, make money off of it instead.
Yeah,
Simple
exactly.
as that.
Some sort of regulation, right?
Well, not regulation, but make money off of it. The government.
Of course, they're gonna make money off it.
But
I'm just saying,
is it the
they
right
want
no?
to
But
say-
is it the right way if they let like people who are higher up get away with like the decisions to you know what I mean?
Is it right by whose moral standard?
Yeah, bro.
What do you mean moral? Who's moral?
Like, are you talking is it right legally or morally?
Like morally.
Well, morally, if you ask me, I'm not a gambler. No, it's not. If you ask the person who's profiting from it, yeah, man, I'll do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Of course.
I got one going right now, you know.
No, he's right. I 100%
So-
agree with that.
So is it right? It's not. It's not. You need to have law, and you need case studies, because you can't just ask
So-
every person what's right.
So should players be banned? Like, because I know NBA, you guys banned like from the stories that I've read so far, you guys banned them like they're out of the league. Like, but for soccer they give them like
So
couple
like we were
years.
saying earlier, it depends who did it.
Like
It
depends,
depends
on
how egregious.
how
it is
egregious.
as well.
Okay, but the recent ones, right? Like,
Yeah,
or
what else is good?
should they be allowed a second chance, or should they be out of the league based on what the recent news that we've seen?
I think the severity
Yeah.
is what I would factor in.
Yeah.
How long they've been doing it, and who's all involved. A network of 30 plus people. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all might never be able to work again. Like, I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot. But it's like we catch you one time, and you know what I mean, and you made like maybe you made a couple thousand, but it's like you get a slap on the wrist. I'm not gonna ruin your whole. Especially you're a young guy. Maybe you're like 20, and you just made this one mistake. I'm not gonna come in here and just put my foot down on your throat and be like, you know what? Yeah, you're out of the league. No.
But a former player turning to coach.
But a former player turning into coach, multimillionaire, and then he's also messing up his own team's success.
Yeah.
He like that's crazy.
As
That's
an
a
owner,
lot.
get the hell out of here.
And think about the owners now,
Yeah.
and how they must feel, right? They're investing in them to make them money to win games. And now this bozo, Chauncey Billups. and I love Chauncey, man. He's a great player. I like the way
Finals
he plays.
MVP too.
Yeah, he's
Finals
a great
MVP
player,
too.
right? But it's like ultimately, as an owner, as an investor in the team, as a fan, right? Think about the fans even. They're like, yo, why do you suck? Let's get this coach out of here. They're pissed too. So it's like ultimately, if you're factoring in everything, it only makes sense to man. At least from the team, so he can't coach again. Yeah, maybe come watch the games. But that's about it. Like, but seriously, because it's like you have to.
It's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, everyone is affected by his decision, especially the coach, bro. Like one player can control his actions, but the coach it literally controls everything.
Yeah, they're saying that he was taking the start plus out
Yes.
so the teams could lose.
Yeah.
And the star players are like, what the heck's going on?
That's-
But they knew, they picked up on it.
That is like the definition of corruption.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is the definition of corruption is using your authority for self-interest.
Yeah.
And he has authority. A player doing it has authority over himself. You're doing it, it's authority over your team
Yeah.
and some power over the whole finance of the whole team.
It'll be a lot harder to prove Terry Rozier was rigging games because he could have just been playing like ass.
Yeah.
And that could be his argument. No, I had a bad game. I
Yeah.
wasn't playing well. I wasn't, what? Look
We
at
didn't need physical evidence.
But with Chauncey, he was literally, his best score is like 40 points, 35 points, and he's taking them out of the game. And they're like, and he's taking both of them out.
No, but that's
At the same time,
Yeah.
that doesn't even make sense.
No.
No, but that's the crazy thing. Like I've said before, right? Like when he had those games like that.
I think those players got traded too, right?
No.
Anthony Simons got traded.
I think
But,
And Shaden
but
Sharp
like,
couldn't go to the team.
the gambling companies, they flagged the NBA for like things like that. But the NBA like tried to brush it up, but they still let it happen.
Okay. The companies are flagging it so they don't get in trouble with the law. Okay, but they obviously have a tacit understanding between them. I'm flagging you. I'm going to flag you on the big cases. Screw the small cases. That way, when the government comes and they do their checks, right? We're clear. We gave you, a heads up. Like, yo, by the way, you're this one player is taking a lot of money. Oh, thanks for letting us know. And then nothing happens because they know. They know, and they understand that these companies are letting them know just for the fact that they don't want the government to come after them. That's it. They're trying to game the system. That's it.
It's not necessarily even
They're not
about.
trying to be good.
Yeah, it's just,
They're
just
not
covering
trying
their
to
own
be
ass.
It's
Just
the
in
complete
case someone
opposite.
is knocking. Yeah, it's as simple as that. And it's like at the end of the day, it's like, can you be bad at a business trying to make as much profit as possible? It's like that's what their priority is.
If the system can be gamed, it's not the player's fault. It's the system.
Yeah, but a lot of people always get mad at the rich for avoiding taxes.
For sure, yeah.
It's like, dude, they avoid taxes for the what the government implements. It's as simple
If
as
you're
that.
mad at it, go to your politician.
Yeah, go to you don't go to the rich guy and yell at him to pay more taxes because he's trying his damnedest
Yeah.
not to pay
Or
taxes.
attack him. It's worse now.
Yeah.
It's getting violent.
It's like, what's the point? Just go to your freaking politician and tell him, hey man, put something in place so this doesn't happen. But it's like if they won't do it, the rich guy's gonna take advantage of the system. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? If I told you that you can get to work in a straight line, right? But you're not really allowed to cross at this particular time. And outside of that you have to walk in circles. You're gonna figure out ways to just time it so that you can just go to the straight line. It's just the human mind prioritizes
You'll
the
change the
easiest way.
circle into like an oval.
Yeah,
You know.
the human mind just works in a way that like prioritizes ease. It's
Yeah,
as
of
simple
course.
as that. So if people can avoid paying taxes, they're gonna do that.
I don't blame them, to be honest.
They're gonna do that because I don't like paying taxes.
Who does?
Right? I'm pretty sure the rich guy doesn't like paying taxes either. So it's like, what's the difference?
No one likes losing money. No
Yeah.
one likes losing something that they've worked for.
Exactly.
Or that they have, even if they haven't worked for it. But it's the whole tax thing is a whole different topic.
It
a whole
is.
different
It
budget.
is. It's a whole lot of, and even like a good example of that was Trump when he was debating Hillary Clinton. And she's all like, well, you're taking advantage of the tax code. He's like,
So is she.
I am.
Bro, when,
I
yo,
just say yes,
when
sir.
you find out this nigga only paid 750,
Yeah,
Bro.
750.
Yeah.
But that's why people like him. Even though he's rich, right? He says it.
He just
He
said it.
says
He
what
just-
everyone's been
just
thinking
said
for
it.
years.
He's like, and he says the difference between me and your donors is I wear it on my sleeve. they're the same people telling you it's bad,
And they're doing it
and then they're
exactly.
doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like ultimately, it's not about like them doing this, that, and the third and taking it. No, it's that if you guys want change, you go to the people that can affect change. That's the government. That's the government.
So, you want to answer that? So, last thought. After these events, how do you guys think things are gonna happen? Everything goes back to normal. Everyone forgets, or
Yeah, I think everyone's gonna forget.
everyone thinks yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm already forgetting.
Yeah.
Like, bro. Like it's like this type of stuff doesn't matter enough to me.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't.
It just doesn't.
It doesn't.
The casuals do not care.
No,
It's
no.
only those that are.
Let me add to just how little people care. There's sports betting has gone to a degree. If you look in Russia, for example, I think OneWin has that, or OneBet, whatever they're called. They have, how do I say this? They have sweatshops for gambling games. Like they have 1v1 soccer, right?
What?
And yeah, sweatshops. It's genuine sweatshops. The guy clocks in, plays for like 8 hours, you know, he has instruction from whoever, over a game, next one, etc., etc. It's sweatshops. It's crazy to look at. And it is these same big companies running these same sweatshops that are then funding things like the NBA and things like FIFA now, right? If we're allowing these people, right, to be so intrinsically involved in the finances of our games, right, we can't be mad at the players for playing the game.
Yeah. Wait, so could we all agree that the only people that could cheat and not get away with it is players and coaches?
I don't think anybody should be cheating.
No, but like no, realistically, like the only people that can like cheat and not get away with it is players and coaches.
Nobody should be cheating and getting away with it.
No, but it does happen.
The issue is that
Yeah.
the players and coaches' control only goes so far. So are there owners cheating in this? Yeah, of course there.
They have, but
Who's
they can
gonna
get,
go check?
but they can get, yeah, you see what I'm saying?
can get away with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like the only people that can cheat but can't get away with it is players and coaches.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
It's always the bottom. They're going to scapegoat.
Yeah.
And then the guy at the top, he's going to replace the scapegoat, put another one in, and then he's going to keep
There's
going.
definitely a couple of owners that are telling their coaches, hey, yeah,
1000%.
you lose this game for me. I won't you? Please, thank you. You don't think there definitely is, but
Yeah.
they can hide their tracks much better than Terry Rozier. Come on, bro.
I think it pissed.
You know what I'm saying? They just can't.
You might even say some owners probably bought certain teams purely because they've had this thought mixed into the
Yeah,
the whole thing.
100%.
This team isn't great, but they're good enough that we can maybe
Make money.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, what like last thoughts? Like out of like all these like events that have happened, like when you guys saw it, what was it like? What was the reaction? What was the feeling when you?
I was kind of shocked.
Yeah.
I was definitely
Really?
like, oh shit.
Like wait, hold on, wait,
I was like, come on, Jones. I was
yeah.
like,
Wait, did it shock you the player or did it shock you that they cheated?
Not, I was
Terry Rozier didn't shock me.
Terry Rozier?
Yeah, Terry didn't shock me either. To be
Really?
honest. No.
Wait, why didn't it shock you?
Because he was such a high caliber player, and all of a sudden he just started doing this dumb shit.
He was a very high caliber.
Yeah,
he was one of
for
those
me,
dudes
I
that
was
was like, no, he was solid. And then all of a sudden he just starts, he's passing the ball to his teammate, like leading the freaking other team to the steal. And I'm like, dude,
Oh, you can see it, you can
you're
see it,
a
you
great
can see it.
passer.
See, dumb
So what
shit
is
he
this?
does.
Oh
He
shit!
passed
Oh.
Like there's definitely footage of Terry Rozier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, if you're watching that shit live, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, you're
Like he
what is
just
this guy doing?
pass it the other.
He did it like 3 times in a row though.
Do some dumb
Yeah,
shit.
I was all like, what is this guy doing? Like,
Yeah.
so it's
Purposely
like,
brick.
it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. This stuff it's not gonna go away.
No, it's
not
obviously,
gonna
but
go
there's too
away.
much money for like
And you would have thought like Jonte Porter getting caught would have scared
Yeah.
everybody. It's like, you're banned for life from NBA.
yeah,
People still doing it.
yeah.
But also, we don't know these guys' financial situation
No.
either. A lot of NBA players end up broke. It's a common thing. People know this.
And that's how like I remember I was watching the guy with the mafia. So I was gonna ask you guys a question. When you guys heard that the mafia was involved, were you guys shocked, surprised?
Who else would it be?
No,
Yeah.
it's a long history.
Yeah.
Well, they've been doing this for forever. Bro. You watch the movie Casino, man.
Yeah,
Wherever there's free money to be made, you're gonna find the.
yeah. No, but the fact that the mafia is still involved, like today, were you guys shocked?
Who else got caught that wasn't the mafia with
Yeah.
all this gambling? It was always them.
Yeah.
They run that shit.
Even the big gambling sites, they have direct ties
Literally.
to mafia around the world. Cartels, not
Yeah.
direct
Direct
ties.
ties.
That or Chinese mafia or something. It's still kind of the same.
Or the cartels too, a way to siphon off funds.
100%.
Right.
They're all involved. They get funding from those groups as well
Facts.
to get started. Bro, it's a casino
Yeah.
gambling, man. Like this.
Hello.
It's just a lot of righteous, well-rounded people aren't opening casinos.
No.
It's just not that common.
You're not gonna walk in there and expect St. Paul.
Yeah, like you're gonna see a lot of
You're gonna
people
see the
that
worst
are
of the
looking
worst.
to make money, and that's their priority. Even sometimes they're just looking to clean money. How can we clean this money? It's as simple as that. It's just ways to make profit and to take advantage of people. But all of it, ultimately, in my honest opinion, is just a huge distraction.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
from the Jeffrey Epstein, we can all agree.
Not even that.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of other things. It's like, what is it?
With this particular case,
No, in general. Like, even like, put it like this.
Yeah,
When back in the times in ancient Rome, right? When the people in power were doing crazy stuff, right? They're the one way to keep the people. Their priority was to keep the people distracted. So they would come up with things. That's why sports is a thing. That's why we all watch
It's a
and
distraction.
we're all
It's a distraction.
entertained and we're all
Yeah.
rooting for this.
our brain's
shit.
occupied on something else.
Yeah, but we're not thinking deeply on what's actually
We're
happening.
just taking sides and we're forgetting
We're
the bigger
we're
picture.
forgetting.
we're forgetting, and that's the whole point of all this stuff. So like to me, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna forget this too. It's just we're gonna move on. Tier 0 and then might end up in jail. They probably won't. They probably won't, right? And that's that. And then we're just gonna move on. Will they get banned from the NBA? Probably a few of them at least, right? Because figuring out how involved they are, but. We're going to forget, and these people that are actually in power are going to be on to the next thing to distract us, and the next thing, and then that's the thing. That's at least that's what I believe. Because it's like
100%.
the timing of all this stuff is just it's just comical.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. Everything is just happening around and it's just like, bro, release the files. You know what I'm saying? Release the
those
files.
files ain't never getting released.
They're
They're probably destroyed or if they still have it. But someone can always keep them just in case.
They've admitted they had it though.
But I'm saying in case
It was on Pam Bondi's desk.
In the future.
Right? Her little goofy ass. It was on Pam. Yo, what the heck? Pam Bondi, the Attorney General of the United
big
States.
honcho for-
It was just like, bro, when they had the binders and they were like making a show out of it, and the influencer was like, we got the binders.
Oh,
I'm like,
I remember
bro.
that.
I'm like, and then they got home and like, wait a minute, we already had all this information.
Yeah.
And she's all like, yeah, I'm reading the names right now. And here's the thing, right? The victims themselves are like, y'all playing with us. We're just gonna start giving names out. They already have 20.
I'm surprised they let the victims live.
Well, that's the thing.
There's so many.
There's thousands.
too many of them.
They're saying minimum 200 to 1,000. Minimum.
Yeah. This goes further back than even Epstein, though. It does, because this has been happening for
Decades.
decades. Right?
But I feel like Epstein's generation was like more digitalized and
I think Epstein was just the one who inherited that particular. He just became.
Business.
He was easy to manipulate.
I'm sure they probably
Like I
do
told
like
you,
the type of rituals
His
and shit.
his own sexual desires made him easy to control.
No, but when he said like ritual, I agree with that 100%.
like you're saying back then it was so easy to get away with stuff, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like this stuff has been
It wasn't
happening.
recorded.
And Jeffrey Epstein isn't some kind of spring chicken. That brother
No
was like,
cameras, huh?
he's an old man.
Yeah.
Like he was not youthful. He's been doing this years.
Oh yeah, since he was young. Yeah.
Right? So it's like, and I think me personally, I think Diddy was the equivalent in the in the music business.
Yeah. Apparently he blew up someone's car and he didn't go to jail for
Yeah,
that.
This guy's a joker. Eh? That's why they only word that for Halloween.
that's an evil ass shit. He's blowing up people's cars.
Yeah,
Super villain.
yeah, he blew Kid Cudi's car because bro.
Because he had a thing with his.
That girl.
Cassie?
Yeah, he blew up his car.
Did Kid Cudi testify in court too?
Yeah, he did. He said it, and he said, yeah, Diddy did that.
Yeah.
And then what
Yeah,
happened?
nothing.
So now he's
That's literally attempted murder. And that brother walked away with
terrorism. What are you
40
talking
That
about?
is a terroristic act. That's pretty crazy.
Did he even get charged for blowing up the car?
No.
So there's no evidence it was him.
No,
Everyone's
there
speculating
is.
it's him.
No, there is evidence. Like people like know it's him, right?
They'll say it's him, but they can't prove it.
Yeah, sorry. They can't prove it. But like,
Yeah.
you know,
They can't
Who also
prove
blew
the
up
law.
his car?
They can't prove
Yeah.
the law.
Yeah, they can prove everybody.
But my theory with this case is just they wanted to just
distract.
not even distract, but just to get it all out there, have him fight all these allegations, and then give him
With a lighter
a weak ass sentence, and then he's gone.
Now it's over with, and they can't
And then
bring
it's
it back
over
up
with.
again.
Statute of
But
limitations. Leave him alone now.
it's also like you said earlier, it's a parallel with the Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
So you can't be too harsh on him because then you have to roll back and be harsh on everything else.
So like it's like ultimately like I think everything that's happening is just distracting us from the actual stuff we should be prioritizing.
Yeah.
Because I think slowly and I feel like
Do you think that lies blame on people themselves if they're too distracted and choosing what to focus on?
like I don't know. I think that I don't think that too much distraction is a negative for the people that want it.
Yeah.
Like we're all sort of just falling, and it's really hard to pinpoint where all of it is coming from and who's actually in
Well,
charge.
what you should focus on?
Yeah, but it's like there's just I don't know. There's like you talk about the situation. For example, the United States is starting this whole war with Venezuela.
Oh, that's interesting.
At first, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, they want to stop. They want to stop the drugs. They want to stop the that was." But then you find out that Venezuela is sitting on a massive.
The biggest.
Well reserved in the world, right?
The biggest.
And then you're like, "Oh shit,
Now it makes sense.
that's why you need it." Okay,
Especially
no, I get it.
after the changed rhetoric of the United States government that they want to go back to these burnable sources.
Yeah.
So suddenly they say that, and then all of a sudden we're going to fight the cartels, but only in Venezuela. You're going to tell me they're only in Venezuela? The jungle spans across the
Bro,
world.
it doesn't make sense. There's obviously there's always a reason.
It makes sense. You know the reason.
There's
For the
always
oil.
a reason. Venezuela's migrant issue is not there's a migrant issues right at your southern border.
Mexico.
Stop it there. Why are you going and picking a fight with a country so far away from you? It doesn't even make sense.
And the
It
reason
doesn't
for
make
them
sense.
migrating is directly tied to why they're even there in the first place.
Exactly. So it's like it's all about the oil reserve, in my opinion. That's what's stemming all of this.
I kid you not. When I heard they were moving their military closer to Venezuela, the first thing I did, I kid you not, was check how much oil Venezuela had.
Yeah.
And then it said it has the largest reserve. Closed my phone, and I got the whole story. I got the whole story.
Right when I first learned that, I didn't even know for the longest time. I didn't know.
That's it.
Venezuela.
That's the only reason. Because nothing else. I don't understand why'd they wait so long.
Yeah.
Well, they tried before.
No, but I'm saying that this is the logic that I applied in order to make it make sense.
Oh,
I was
right,
like,
right.
It was like Trump was in office before. Why didn't they start something with Venezuela then? So it's
The
weird.
Trump from then and now was very different.
It is really different guy.
Incredibly different.
Definitely
Even,
different.
even the reason for why he got voted in, completely different. The first one was for his honesty. I mean, the guy would say whatever, like we said. But then the second time is for his promises.
Yeah.
And the plan 2025, and he had a full team, and that whole thing is very dubious. But he had a team that he built this time, and it's not on his personality, but it's him as the leader of this group. That
His
he
organization, so he's not working alone.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Whereas before, he
I
had
think
more-
when he first got that first taste of power, and then
well, when you do it the first time, you learn all your mistakes. This was
Exactly.
anything.
Yeah.
You start a business, you do anything, you can study for it for years. When you go to do it, the first time you try it, I guarantee you something will go wrong. And you learn from that. And then you realize I can't do everything on my own, I gotta get people to help me.
Which is what happened to him when he was in power initially the first time. He tried to do things, and they were like, no. The people that he had with him, no.
Yeah.
They were all
His
they were
own
all
vice
telling him-
president, no?
Yeah. And then now everyone that he's under him now is basically just a yes man.
yeah,
all
no, he
of
fired everybody, right?
Oh, well, he didn't even need to. He just,
Well,
when
they
you come
handpicked
in,
his cabinet.
when you come in, you choose a bunch of people,
Yeah.
and they choose a bunch of people, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So if you get to choose every single yes man, Pam Bondi, for example, there has never been a case where an attorney general was so closely related to a president. Was it Bush or something when they had like a 2 or 3 minute talk in public and the whole thing exploded?
Yeah.
Like that was a scandal. And now she's in his office and they're talking. That's a lot worse.
Yeah.
It's just all of it is suspicious to me, man. It just is. And I just don't think that, or one, I don't think that we're gonna get the truth anytime soon. But I do believe that we're closer than we definitely were. Just because there's way more pressure now.
But
And for example, even if we're talking about the civil unrest right now that's happening in North America as a whole,
Yeah.
between people that are more conservative.
I'd say the
people
whole
that-
West. It's not just North
Yeah.
America. Europe as well.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of tension right now.
Like a protest every day.
There's so much tension that I believe that it's only a matter of
gonna
time
blow up.
between it blows over.
And that's what I'm
It's-
saying.
it's just
Before
right
when I said
there.
there's a limit, right? People can be unhappy with what we're going to do about it. There's a limit.
Yeah.
There's a limit. I'm sure. How many times you get punched in the face before you say, "Yeah, that fucking fuck," you know?
You saw Nepal, right? What happened in Nepal?
When they took over the government.
Brother, that could definitely happen over here.
That's actually happening around the world.
If you take people's resources away, you make it hard for them to live. And
They
on
have no
top of
choice,
that, now you're lying to them and all this other stuff.
If you have
yeah.
nothing to lose,
Yeah, exactly. You have nothing to lose.
you have everything to gain.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, y'all doing crazy stuff to kids. Yeah, you're you're asking for it.
yeah,
You're asking for it. People will collectively. It'll be anarchy. People will riot. People will riot because your system only works when the individuals in your system participate.
When they believe in this.
Yeah, when they believe in it. If there's the moment they stop.
that's what.
Our whole world order is built on pure belief.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, they're so worried that there's a limit to how much. It's pure belief.
Yeah.
The value of your money, the security of even your job is entirely belief. I mean, I believe you're a good worker and you're going to keep being. If that changes, well, goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, the law working like it should is a belief system. And until you're in a court case, okay, you will believe that it's going to work well, or maybe you might not. But until you're in one, right, your perception is as you're told.
Yeah, exactly.
Things can be manipulated in whatever direction depending on who's on top and who's pulling the strings.
In court, even you will have someone blatantly lie about something, okay? And again with betting, blatantly they will do it in front of you, okay? But if you can't get everyone else who wasn't there to believe that you were saying the truth,
Then it was
their
true.
truth is
Yeah.
is what they're going to believe.
Yeah.
Literally.
So-
there are people that are and just to bring up that example, there are people that go to court and that are actively criminals, and they walk away.
Yeah, of course. Like, you know he did that shit.
That's how you know the system isn't. It's not for the actual truth.
Imagine being the victim sitting there and listening to this guy lie about every single thing that he did to you.
And then they believe him.
And then they believe him.
Yeah.
Every single word that came out of his mouth is a lie. And then you have to sit there and shut up and listen to him.
Yeah. That's deep.
So, okay, before we finish off, any last thoughts? Yes? No?
Showing, bro.
Anything?
I mean, just hope for the best, but expect the worst.
Yeah?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. If you guys had a message for the bettors that are itching to get back in there, what would it be?
No, chill, bro. Just saying, like, relax.
I mean,
like take a moment, reflect a little bit. I'm not
Yeah.
saying give up on it, but maybe find other ways to
Yeah.
get your money, because this is an unhealthy relationship you're building, and ultimately the only person that will lose is you. The company that you're betting your money on, they always win. The house will always win.
Yes.
When you bet and you lose, where's the money go?
Go into the...
There you go. So ultimately, think, and if you're gonna bet at all, just do your research, man. Be locked in, right? Be smart about this.
And also don't gamble money you're not.
You
Facts.
should, you,
That's a big one.
should, you should only bet everything if you have insider information. That's
There you
it.
go.
So cheap.
That's it.
Yeah, make sure your mortgage is taken care of and your children
Yeah.
are fed and
Don't
your
spend
wife.
money you don't have.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
Don't start
spend-
spending money you
Learn
don't
to
have.
walk away. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's a big
Especially
one.
when you lose.
That's a
Because
big
people
one.
always like,
That's a big one.
I'm
That's
honest
what
with you, just don't walk in the first place.
No, For the people that aren't.
Yeah, that's a big one. When he said, I
actively
can't really say
involved in gambling.
that's a big one. I've seen people on the roulette table. They should walk away, but they just slap the table. They go to the ATM and they come back.
And then after they're done, they start crying. Oh, I shouldn't have been there in the first
I don't
place.
even understand what
It's a rush.
I don't understand the addiction. Though.
It's the rush.
It's a rush, like you said. That's cool.
Like I've gambled before too. I lost $20. I started sweating. I was like, this is fun for y'all. This is not fun.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Well, obviously.
Nigga put his hand on my shoulder and said, bro, chill, it's just $20. I looked at him and I said, you know how many hours that
So you value money. You value your money.
Yeah.
I was like 18 years old. I've not gambled since.
No. But he said something like you said, you value money, right?
Yeah.
The ability to understand the value of money. I think that's what differentiates people who don't gamble and gamble.
But I also factor in the effort.
Exactly, because
My effort.
Here's the message.
Yeah.
When I am about to spend money on something, I don't think of how much that money is. Okay. What I take into factor is how many hours it took me to get that money.
but that's
That's what I'm counting. I'm not counting. Oh, it's $500. I'm thinking. Oh, this was a full 2 weeks of work. This is a full 2 weeks I'm gonna have to redo to get that money back.
Exactly.
That's how
Yeah.
you should think of it.
And you lost it like
And you lost it.
Just
in
in
seconds.
1 second.
that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Took you all day. Took you one
it
minute.
took you all day to get that money.
Yeah.
You lost it like
Bro, like I'm saying, I've seen people like there's a guy chasing his wife around the casino
Casino.
just to get the, you know what I mean? Some guys you'll meet them, their eyes are red, and they're just there for it, and you can tell that they haven't changed clothes, and they're on that casino just
Going through it.
Yeah.
That's like when they first opened the casino for 24 hours. And
Yeah.
it's like some lady was there for like 2 days.
yeah.
They had to like, you know what, we're not doing this anymore. Because some people are literally not leaving.
It's bad.
It's that bad, you know?
But the casinos know how to do that too. They'll pay for your food, free.
Yeah, like make it so comfortable that you want to be there. Because
Yeah.
it looks like it's daytime.
Yeah,
You got a million lights.
Yeah, even
They might even give you free
I went in
coffee.
there for the first time and I was like, bro, like, what? It's pitch black outside. It's like day. It felt like daylight.
Free drinks too, and they'll just come and give you free drinks. and
free drinks.
Everyone's nice.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable
Make
at
you feel
home.
comfortable.
It's scary how like they have, like you said, like the lights and everything, even the sound
Yeah.
and the music at the right time.
Also, like, it makes you feel like you're playing a game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a little game as a kid again.
Exactly.
You know, all these sounds, the
Yeah, like an
vibration.
arcade.
Like the arcade type shit. The
It-
color's so bright,
There's a whole science,
cartoonish, like,
there's a whole science on that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying with
Yeah, it's all
AI.
psychological.
That's what I'm saying with AI. They will further make that even.
they'll make it
worse.
even more personalized, like you said.
Yes.
Like, something
There's
even
a
like,
whole science behind it.
like, if you go to the casino now, all the slots are like based on movies, TV shows, things that people are watching, you know, some
Yeah.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Now it's just more relating to people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But overall, I like it. I'm not a gambler. But if you are going to go gamble, what I would tell you is between spins, step back for a little bit and think how many hours you just put into that machine.
Drink some water. Like step outside, bro.
Bro, there's people you can tell
Literally.
that they've been there just for a long time. Just
I'm not even talking about like the hours that they're sitting there.
no, like I've seen it. Like you can tell, like the people that've been there for hours.
Yeah.
It's
And
the
they're just
money you put in.
Yeah, just even the scary thing is they even like study the noise that keeps you on the seats.
Yeah.
That ka-ching when
Yeah.
you win, that shit is addictive, bro. That shit is addictive. It's the
Well,
same.
when you get
It's
the
the
free
same
spin.
sound. It's the same sound in 2K when you hit the green.
Oh.
It's literally the same sound.
Video games are taking this.
Yeah,
same
it's the
thing.
same noise, bro. It's psychological, man.
But all I'm saying, when you're spending that machine, think of the hours you're putting in there. Not the hours you're sitting there, but that money you're putting in there is bills. What gives it value is the hours you've worked in it. Every time you spin that, it's maybe 5 hours of your life you put in there.
yeah, jeez.
Just, before you pull it, think.
I
Is
feel
this
like if
5
more people
hours?
saw it that way,
No,
they might
but
not count.
No, but I'm just saying, like
If they do, I
Yeah.
just don't care. But that's actually a good way to see
You know
it.
the scary thing, like you said, I was gonna touch on your point. It's like I remember someone said like getting money is the easy part, maintaining it
Yeah.
is the scariest thing. You know what I mean? You can give anyone $1 million.
players that lose all their money.
You can give anyone $1 million, but can they maintain it and go up? It takes a certain level of mentality.
You just talk to the athletes and look at them in their interviews. What
Yeah.
did you spend your first check on? Oh, I bought this, I bought that. It's like, bro, what? You'll never hear. Well, I put it in an ETF and let it grow. No, bro, they're just spending it immediately because, and again, it's youth, inexperience, not having that kind of example in the house. I will say though, a lot of the new players coming in now, it's a little different. A lot of them are, they have their dads around. They're coming
Or
from
you're
full.
staying around too.
They are a little bit more intelligent. I'd say that the earlier 2000s, in the 90s especially, like that generation of athlete,
They actually came from the hood. And
a majority
Yeah.
of them are just, they're most of them are, you guys seen Delonte West? My brother was saved twice back on the street. How you get rescued twice? And you're back in the same.
So it's mental illness.
It's a mental issue. He got help, and they helped. I really remember they found him a couple of years
That was
ago.
even what's that? Mark Cuban helped him out.
Yeah, cleaned him up, everything. Bro ended up in the same spot. It's like it's a habit, a repetition. They don't know anything else, and so it's just that's how they end
That's
up.
their life, yeah.
And it's a lot of them.
Wait, but like, how do they help? Do they give them money or they actually help?
Bro,
them?
they even offered him a job.
They helped him how they could help him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like actual help, support the foundation.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on, but like if you give
What did
someone,
I think Mark Cuban paid him to go to pay for his rehab.
Yeah, everything.
so what brings it back to that habit?
Drug addiction.
Drug addiction.
Yeah, the attention just.
Well, then it's a question of why are they addicted, etc. I think it goes back to childhood. Like
Well,
you
yeah.
said, the hood,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah.
But he had a rough upbringing. Man.
He does.
Yeah.
But it's also examples
Psychology.
habits. It's hard to change them when you grow up.
That,
Yeah.
that brother was a light skin, like a super light skinned man in the hood. He must have been getting picked on. Come on, bro. That shit must have been
So light skin
traumatic.
ginger. Eh?
Yeah, bro.
Worst part-
I mean, that thing for LeBron. He had a thing with LeBron's mom, bro. Come on.
I think that was the turning
That's
point.
weird. That kind of behavior. Like you're unhinged. What's going on here?
Yeah.
That's just crazy to me.
The worst part at that time, you're light skinned, you're getting picked on in the hood, you leave the hood, the white people pick on you for not being white enough.
Come on, bro. He just had no, bro. It's like, and that's just the situation that a lot of these athletes are in. They don't have any examples of true financial literacy, how to properly save your money, and then they spiral.
They
A lot
got
of
the
them just
money.
spiral.
They got the money faster than they could learn how to use it.
So whose responsibility should it be? The league or
I think the league should take some ownership.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
It's
You're drafting young men that are 18, 19 years old, 20 years old, and you're not teaching them anything about. They are doing it now more than they used to, but it's like they need to have some kind of like
assigned.
something in place to help
but like,
protect them.
but is it-
I can assign agents that introduce you how to do like financial literacy.
Something.
Help you through the
Assigned
step.
finance here, right? You
Yes.
know, especially for big contracts.
Yeah, it should be something that they should be doing already. Because these guys are losing their money. They're buying these crazy homes. They don't even understand what taxes are. Like a lot of these guys,
You know what's crazy?
Oh, 100%.
You know what's crazy? Like for soccer players, for the insurance, they have to pay almost as much as they bought the car, because if they bring someone else that's inside the car and you get in an accident, because they're an athlete, they pay twice as much. So things like that, they don't
because a
know.
lot of athletes let their friends and family borrow the cars. And stuff.
Exactly.
So the insurance companies, they take advantage.
They take advantage of them.
I mean, to be fair,
Is that even illegal?
It is
Yeah,
legal, bro.
Once you sign the contract,
You sign a contract. Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine this: you pay 300. Let's say you pay 300,000 for Porsche.
Yeah.
Monthly for insurance, and everything, you're paying 300. Because you're an athlete and you have the money, you don't think about it,
It's
right?
all over Europe or something.
Yeah, it's in Europe because they know they have the money and they're athletes and the insurance. Because if you have another passenger that's a high class passenger and they get in an accident with you, because if you're a high class person,
Oh, talking about life insurance and stuff.
no, I'm talking about like athlete like who's.
Well, I'm
higher.
saying like the reason why their insurance
Yeah,
is so valuable.
yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly.
They themselves are technically valuable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why they put the insurance so high. So they take advantages of those people in this situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, long story short, if you're gonna gamble, just gamble intelligently. Just don't be naive. Do your research if you can, because it is gambling.
it's
right?
gambling. Just
So it's like
I'm
just
saying
be
it's
informed.
inconsequential unless you're cheating, like what he said.
Some niggas,
Yeah.
some niggas,
Yeah.
I just feel it. I just feel it today. It's like, what do you feel? Like, what are you talking about?
My brother
Trust
does-
me, bro. It's like you had a personal conversation with Terry Rozier, and you know he's gonna. I know it, man. Trust me. It's
he had
like,
a dream, man. He had a dream.
it's
It
like,
was,
bro,
it was
it's,
the
it's
day.
like- it's just not smart. It's just not smart because the only person that will lose is you. The house will never lose.
Don't gamble to win money. Gamble it for the fun of it. If you
Honestly,
make money,
facts.
you make money. If you don't, well, you spend money like you're doing at the movies.
Or,
Maybe, you know.
or learn to keep your losses low. That's it.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you go in first and foremost with the mentality that you're not looking to make money,
No, but
you're gonna be fine.
you know the thing is, it's like the gambling thing. Like I've seen people like they're so confident they'll do 30 bets and they'll put like 100, 1,000, like 5, 10 bets.
That's just so.
And you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And you'll tell them, hey, just do one bet. No, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. And they'll lose on that, all of them, and they'll do another one. You know what I'm saying? So, do you guys think it's the ego or the pride that keeps man
A little bit of both.
on that?
A little bit of everything, but also probably the drinks, the alcohol. I mean, come on, let's be honest. When you're there and you're drinking, you're gonna be bold and you're gonna put in more bets than you would normally.
That's true.
And that's why they give you free alcohol too.
Where? Which casino?
No, I'm being serious. A lot of them will just.
I'm sure Vegas they do all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Super discount.
Oh, if Vegas will pay for your plane if you have a lot of money
Yeah.
to come and they give you a hotel.
Yeah,
and
especially
everything.
everything.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Another perfect interview with Proper Mendem. Now we'll just end it right there. Daryl, can we do the other one? Can we do the other one? Episode. Yeah. Oh, do you guys want to stop right there?